What's up, everybody? It's Gambit bringing you a video for those of you who, like me, were wondering at the end of 2023 here, is it worth it to come back to New World post Rise of the Angry Earth update? The very short answer is yes. I just wanted to give you guys a perspective on somebody who isn't max level, who did quit after the release of the game, and who just now came back after a couple of years. The game is incredible now that I'm back. I'm addicted. Like I said, I'm level 60 now here in about 2 weeks. The leveling is pretty fast. They fixed some of the things that made me want to quit the game back in the day. Number one being mounts. The addition of the mounts. Unfortunately, it is locked behind a $30 DLC, but man, I tell you what, I would have to say that it is worth it. Just to be able to get around the map that much quicker. So that's the number one thing that they fixed for me. The other thing, if you hated the game because you couldn't craft anything because taxes were so high, it looks like they added in some maybe tax caps, or the player base just fixed itself because taxes aren't too bad. Yes, it's there. That system is still in place like it should be. It's a nice mechanic to the game, but it is not atrocious anymore. So the game is very fun, very playable again. Since you may have quit, they have added in a couple new weapons, and incredibly fun weapons, honestly. Let's pop this open and look here. We got the weapon mastery, very similar. Everything, all the layouts are the same, but they have added the Void Gauntlet. Very, very fun, very good utility, good heals for yourself and the team, as well as just another magical weapon to kind of pair with one of the staffs. And then with Rise of the Angry Earth over here, you can see Flail and Shield. Oh my gosh, is this weapon fun. Absolutely beautiful combos, self-heals, team heals, CC immunity. Like, it is just amazing. I'm running it right now paired with the life staff, and it is amazing. Absolutely awesome combos. Feel like Thor leaping into the battle, slamming down, throwing some debuffs on them. Spinning around, healing your team with that CC immunity on you, and then just whipping the chain around and absolutely just devastating people. Absolutely fun. We'll get into a little bit of that gameplay, show you killing some enemies with that later in the video. But right now I want to give you some other reasons why you should be coming back to New World here at the end of 2023. Alright, first up, as I mentioned, mounts. The addition of these with Rise of the Angry Earth is just unbelievable. It has made the game a lot faster riding from point to point, whether that be for quests or you trying to unlock new shrines. No more running all over the map. Riding is so much faster and amazing. And the mounts are actually just pretty cool right now. They have horses, dire wolves, as well as lions, and it's so cool. When you start the quest at level 25 after purchasing the DLC, you're going to get instant access to a horse mount, do some races, progress through level 35, 45, and the story quest will actually give you this particular dire wolf. Very cool. You can see he's got a shield on him there. They are upgradable. They are you can add some gear to them, some flair, all that kind of stuff. But just the addition of these has made the game so much better. You can see how fast they are when you're on a trail here. It's a little slower when you are off of an actual road, but it gets a sprint. Like, the amount of ground you can cover here is just amazing. So very worth it in itself right there, and just something that every MMO needs. I was very happy to see that they finally added these two. Now, another big question you might be having if you were planning on maybe returning to New World is, I'm 2 years behind now that I've quit and coming back to the game. Am I going to be too far behind? Am I always going to be stuck behind everybody else? I'm going to have to say the answer is no. Yes, you might have taken 2 years off, but the game is actually pretty rewarding right now. The max gear score is now 700, and the max level is 65. It has only taken me 2 weeks to get to level 60. I'm about to start resuming the story and should be able to get to 65 here pretty fast. And the addition of some new features and everything is actually going to make it easy for you to get to that max gear score pretty quickly. You can see this big kiln behind me. It's called a gypsum kiln, and it crafts the end game gear up to gear score 700. And right now in the battle pass, I haven't even purchased the battle pass, but if you open up your menu and come up here to season 3 and click on it, and here's the battle pass. The bottom is paid. I don't know, it's good, but honestly the free track is just so good. You can see here these purple boxes. Includes the following: 3,500 dense Lazarus material. Now that is amazing. There is multiple of these boxes for the different expeditions, and you're gonna have to beat the expeditions in order to actually spend this materia at this kiln. But every single one of these boxes gives you 3,500, which is enough to purchase a weapon that has a 700 gear score. So there's like 5 or 6 pieces of 700 gear all in itself. Quite incredible. You can see there's 3 different sections. There's gear, there is weapons, and there is jewelry. So you're going to be able to fill up some of those with 700 gear score pretty quickly. And for what you can't get there, they have artifacts in the game now. And what artifacts do, they are always a maximum gear of 700, minimum gears for 700. They will all be 700. So those can be obtained different ways, whether that be through the story missions, through fighting in-game bosses. There's a couple that are locked behind PvP. Nonetheless, these are the most powerful pieces of gear, weapons, jewelry, armor in the game. You really want to look up some videos on how to obtain those. I will link one by Baggins down in the description. He's got some pretty incredible in-game content. So I will link that in the description below if you want to go check those out. But yes, don't worry about catching back up. The catch-up mechanic is actually very good. You're going to be able to be at in-game content in no time. All right, the third big improvement to Eternum here in general, a big one that was so irritating at the launch of the game was the fast travel system. Now it's a good fast travel system. It had a good foundation and everything, but you just couldn't use it early after the release because it was so expensive. They had a maximum Azoth cap of 1,000 and it cost 200 to teleport, and you couldn't get it. It was a very rare resource. It was hard to get back in the day. They have fixed that a little bit now. You can see if you hover over a shrine here, fast travel to this location is 10, fast travel down here is 20. I don't think I've ever seen one over 20. So the fast travel is much cheaper, about 10% of what it used to be. And the Azoth is actually, I don't think dipped below 800 Azoth. The quests are very rewarding. It will give you Azoth. Killing an enemy has a chance to give you some. Harvesting anything, trees, skinning an animal, all of that has a chance to give you some Azoth. Tools late game, you can actually have a perk that gives you Azoth anytime you harvest a tree or any other resource. So just the fast travel system itself has had a huge improvement. Makes skipping around the map too easy. It's just so much nicer. So you have that to look forward to if you or when you come back to New World as well. Alright, with the new exciting weapon of the flail, let's go ahead and jump into it real quick just to kill a couple enemies so you can kind of see at least the cleric combo. That's the left side of the tree here. Let me get myself out of the way here so we can see the whole screen. Alright, let's pop this open. Weapon mastery, flail. You can see the left side's cleric, right side is bastion. The right side, though it is very good, has some nice CC for you there. Because I'm running a healer, I got the cleric on the left side. Not even fully upgraded, it's already amazing. But yes, you can leap in, you can spin around for some heals, and then Arcane Eruption is actually a lot of damage. I think it's 220% overall damage if you hit both hits. As well as a pretty solid heal paired with it there. So let's go ahead and jump in real quick just to see the combo for cleric. It's very fun. Makes you feel good to play it. But you can leap in here like Thor, crazy. Like, it's just awesome. Spin around. You can't even hit me. But the wind-up attack, it just makes you feel good to hit with this thing. It's awesome. Very cool new weapon. Highly recommend you try it out and see if it fits with your style. You can see it's a little bit of damage there. Pretty solid, 1,300 health there. And just swinging this thing around, it just feels so good. So you have that to look forward to if you choose to come back or when you choose to come back to New World. Alright, so nothing too crazy in this video. I just wanted to give those of you that were contemplating coming back to the game but didn't know where to start or if you'd be too far behind or is the DLC $30 even worth it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick perspective from somebody that just did return to the game after taking a couple of years off. incredible game. I'm addicted. Most visually stunning MMO that I have ever played. I'm going to be hanging out here for quite some time, I think, now that they've added in these new features, new additions. Yes, everything that I complained about at release has been fixed for myself. If there is any other videos you want to see before you jump back in, if you got any specifics you want me to go make a video about anything like that, this dude, lagging. All right. Anyways, if you want to see anything specific, please feel free to like, subscribe, and drop your comments down below, and I will try to get all that content for you because, trust me, you are missing out. Jump back into the game now. Don't waste another day, and just enjoy it. Have fun with it. But until next time, I appreciate it, guys, and good luck.